Alright, robot, the job of the day is to replace these two parts here in this here junky 2003 Chrysler van. I don't like this van, but I really don't like paying for a new car, so we're going to fix this one instead. So that's the scoop. Job one here is I have to take off this glove compartment door. This part here is a little resistor, and it just goes in and plugs in. There are two screws and a plug that goes in the back, so that one's easy. This one here is going to be less easy, and we'll tackle it later. If we get done with that, there's a third job we're going to tackle, but we'll see what happens. Does it say how to do this in this owner's manual? I can assure you it does not, but I still have the owner's manual. Take off the glove compartment, press in on here. There's a couple of little wheels. Get them going on the outside. This thing will fall right open. Ew, that doesn't look good. Hope that didn't come from any place important. Alright, now to take the door off. I'm going to post a video from somebody who actually is much better and more thoughtful than I am. Ugh. We're going to unsnap these snappers here. And this one snaps out the bottom. This door will come out all the way. We're being serenaded today, by the way, by idiots with car alarms and garbage trucks. Anyway, here's our resistor thing. Let's tackle it first since we can. Plug comes out, screws come off, we're in business. Here's the first one. I've done this a couple of times. The condition I'm fixing, by the way, is the heater will only run on super loud and high. Your two choices are nothing and high. Alright, there we go, we got it out. Now let's see if our 8mm socket will do the job here. And it will. So we're in business. 8mm socket, screws come out, screws go back in, we're in business. Right, the order of operations on this is that this panel down here pops up. This comes back along with the insulation. And this is the thing that I got to take off, and it's got these 8mm little things on it that you got to deal with. That one's right side up. The other ones are upside down, and then there's one clear back behind there. The other guy I saw do this didn't bother to put that one back in. Anyway, let's try to tackle this. See this amalgamation? This is my drill, and I've got all these attachments. This thing will reach all the way back up in there if I'm lucky. And this cost me $14, and if it's worth it, it'll be worth the $14. Or if it works, rather, it'll be worth the $14. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna just not be sad because I at least tried to make this easier on myself here. Yeah. Here's number 4, but there's yet another screw all the way back up in there, but I should be able to get that with my new tool. this is the part of the job where I usually do profanity, but in this particular case, I'm going to say woohoo because I got this thing out. I'm only bleeding in a couple of spots. All right, here we go. Time to drop this thing out of here. Looks like I gotta unplug it. See this? This was hard. Getting it back up in there should be easier, however. It's the little actuator that opens and shuts the door for heat or vent. Now I think I can drop the rest of this out. I'll keep this where I won't lose it. That thing off somewhere. I can just pull off of there. There's my water problem. It's coming in there somehow. All right. Looks like 3 more of those nasty little 8mm. I got the setup now, though. Hope you got that. It wasn't that complicated. Actually, yeah, it was. Now to get the other one back in, do the whole thing in reverse, I hope.